Okay, so I'm going to attempt to recreate this match from the 1998 Royal Rumble between Ken Shamrock and The Rock for the Intercontinental Championship. So I'm playing SmackDown 2 on the PS1, and I thought it would be cool to see which matches I could actually recreate from the era that I'm watching at the moment on Netflix. So I'm watching Raw from the Attitude Era from 1998, and I've just watched the Royal Rumble and a few Raw episodes around that event. And one of the big rivalries that's happening during the time that I'm watching it, early 1998, is between Ken Shamrock and The Rock. And there's some really good matches between them, and between Ken Shamrock and the Nation of Domination as well. So let's start off here with 3 bars each. So I'm going to play this on easy just for the first video and see how I get on, because it is an old enough game and I don't want to get caught up with the controls and stuff. So we can actually do the Royal Rumble ring here, which is cool. So this is one of the few matches I could faithfully recreate on SmackDown 2, because this was released 2 years after the event I'm trying to recreate here. So let's just go with that. So yeah, I'm watching Raw from 1998, which is kind of the transition from the classic WWF era into the Attitude Era. Got the entrance here. But yeah, so like early 98, late 97 is when like they bring in the new logo, they bring in some of the more edgy branding for the Attitude Era. And yeah, so I thought it would be a good time to jump back in. Although unfortunately Netflix doesn't have all of the episodes, so I'm going to have to source some of them elsewhere, but I thought this match would be a cool one to try and recreate. So let's see how we get on here. So yeah, at this point The Rock is in history in 98. The Rock is transitioning from Rocky Maivia, as far as I know, into The Rock as we know him today. And he was part of the Nation of Domination during this time as well, which is a stable or a group, a heel group actually. You know, the crowd don't like them at this point. The Rock is a heel. But yeah, so there's Farouk, there's D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry eventually changes allegiances. He was supportive of Ken Shamrock, and then he kind of turns heel and joins The Rock and the Nation. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to watch The Rock being not a fan favorite during this time. But yeah, so that's what I'm watching from, and this is from Royal Rumble 98. It's one of the main matches on the card. I wanted to do the casket match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, but Shawn Michaels is not in the game, so I may have to try and source some earlier WWF titles, like there's Attitude and then there's Warzone, PS1 games, or maybe the Xbox original Raw game might have some early Attitude Era wrestlers. Like there's no Legion of Doom, even though they're more of a legacy tag team as well. But okay, can I just... I'd love to do one with the New Age Outlaws as well. They're some of my favourite matches, tag team matches. So yeah, by the way, if you were looking for a faithful, exact recreation of the... oh nice, that was a decent move. Of the match from the 98 Royal Rumble, you've come to the wrong place. This is just going to be a kind of a scuffed attempt Oh, I could have done my finisher there, right? No. It's the ankle lock, so I don't think so. A kind of a scuffed attempt to have a bit of fun with the match. Okay, I got a pin. Nice. No, it can't be over yet. What? So in the real like match, I might replay it anyway just to get some more content. But in the real match, that actually happens. Ken Shamrock wins, I think, with that exact move. Which is interesting. And he gets disqualified because The Rock stores brass knuckles in his trunks. But that's mad that I actually finished the match. I think it's in similar time as well. I think it only lasted 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, so what happens during the match is The Rock hits Ken Shamrock with the brass knuckles, puts them in Shamrock's trunks, and when Shamrock eventually wins, he gets disqualified because the ref finds the knucks, as the commentators call them. So let's run that one again. I wasn't expecting that to go. Now it is on easy, so, or maybe what I'll do is let's put it on normal difficulty. But that's great. That'll give me a nice thumbnail opportunity there to try and match the two, the real one and the recreated one. Okay, let's try that again. Let's run that again on a harder difficulty and see if The Rock wins. He might. See if I can get my finisher off as well. Let me see. I probably passed Ken Shamrock already. There he is. I don't even know what those meters do. I think that's how soon you can use your finisher, maybe. Yeah, it's a pity The Rock doesn't have his Nation of Domination theme music, because I think it's badass. But Shamrock's is the same. So let's see, we need to get our Royal Rumble arena ready. Okay. So yeah, this game is badass considering it's PS1, by the way. And I'm playing on an actual PS1. I did have my PS2 set up, but I wanted to have the authentic experience and play it on an actual PS1. Got Ken Shamrock's intro there. Nice.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
There's just something about the Attitude Era. Just, to me, maybe it's just because I grew up with it, it's just so exciting. There's something just so cool about it. I guess, is it because it just captures everything, kind of the edginess of like when you're a young person? I don't know. I don't know. It captures something really entertaining and exciting. Would never happen today though. I mean, you can agree or not, but I mean, it was crass at times and very poor taste, probably more often than not. But see, like the first move he does is his finisher. Like, that's ridiculous difficulty. But I don't know. Like, at first I think it's wrong to look back and assess it like that. I think you can't really apply today's standards to 30 years ago, 25 years ago. But I think if you grew up with it and it's part of your, you know, it's part of your pop culture as you grew up, it's nostalgic, you know. There's a certain value in that, I think. And okay, yeah, there is a countdown. But yeah, just games like this and just that era, you know, it's just really nostalgic for me. Super exciting. Okay. Oh, nice. Decent move, I have to say. Get my finisher off of here, no? I need to be careful that we don't get counted out here. Oh, missed it. And to be honest, like, I think this is supposed to be on 4-3 ratio, but it looks alright in the stretched Widescreen. Oh, nice spear. I need to try and get my finisher off because I didn't in the last one. Oh, nice. This plays really well because a lot of people say that this is actually SmackDown 1, by the way. I might have said this is SmackDown 2. It's actually SmackDown 1. And a lot of people say SmackDown 2 is the best PS1 wrestling game. I think it improves on this a lot, but this plays well. This plays great, actually. So yeah, like 98 is when the WWF at the time is transitioning from the more classic era of the early 90s, like 80s, early 90s, with the older logos and stuff, and you can see them changing the aesthetics of the ring, the logo. They have the more edgier branding with like Raw's War, Monday Night War, Monday Night Raw, you know, all that type of stuff. And yeah, it just there's a really great video. Maybe I'll show it at the end of this clip, but there's a really great video from Vince McMahon kind of announcing the Attitude Era and the kind of his intentions to, you know, ramp up the entertainment aspect of the business. Oh, here I go again. But yeah, that kind of 5 or 6 year period. And I think I think Ruthless Aggression is the period after the Attitude Era. It could be over. Yeah, it's over. But yeah, even the early 2000s period was kind of exciting as well. Not as edgy. I think some of the edginess was taken out of it, but still a lot of the wrestlers and the storylines were very interesting. So I'll probably try and watch into the Ruthless Aggression era as well.